Okay, excellent connection. Okay, it disconnected. That's really weird. I had it for a second, and then it disappeared. Yeah, it said we were live. Oh, here we are.
Yeah, we're good.
Yay!
It's the delay. It's just the delay.
The delay.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Friday show. Ben Hedgepath, General Manager here at Beta House Studio. And with me, as always, is my wife and founder and CEO of Beta House Studio.
Who really knows how to work all this stuff. We have had some great intros with all of this. Me looking at a computer, trying to wait for the key, not just jumping in and trusting
We're just being authentic.
it will work.
We're just being authentic here, all right? So.
And I'm not muted. Let me mute. There we go.
All right.
Okay. So anyway, oh my goodness, welcome back to after break.
We are on a little bit of a curve here coming back from the break. We haven't done a live stream in a little bit. So,
I know, and still learning new exciting software, not just live streaming from a phone. It's like, ooh, this is like getting fancy now.
We've got our puppy Lottie in the studio with us today as well. You may hear her in the background.
Yeah. Oh. Is that better, Joel?
Yeah.
Did I mute it?
Yeah. So we're good. We're good. So anyway,
so
thankful to be back in the studio today.
Yeah.
We got a lot of stuff to get into. A couple hiccups here at the beginning just because
we're figuring it out.
Shaking off the rust from the holidays. But
getting the thing saying we didn't have sound for a second. So gotta get all of this figured out. But anyway, oh my goodness. TikTok. It was like I got back and that was all my news feed was like filled with so much TikTok stuff.
Just TikTok.
So we kind of ended last year talking about all of the things going on with them and lawsuits and they're Chinese and just all of that craziness with that. People are like concerned that they're getting your information and just doing crazy things. So with all of that, some new developments have happened.
Okay.
So first thing, after all of this scare, the first thing is like they're researching how to do deep fakes.
Yeah.
Does that not scare you a little bit? I mean, it was like, okay, so we've got questions about whether they're giving information to the Chinese government. So let's get into AR and like Snapchat filters where we're doing 3D scans of your face.
Right. Well, and anytime you use those, it's kind of like there was that Age Up app or whatever that came out, the Russian app that made you look old.
Yeah.
You were giving them 3D of your face, basically. Yeah. That's what that was. And so they're just, Snapchat already does it. Instagram does it to a degree. And so that tech is out there. It's just a matter of who do you let do it.
Yeah. So with all of that, that was one of those things. But that came out. Then a second news article came up, which I found very interesting, the timing, because it's like, oh, ByteDance might be looking for a buyer for TikTok.
Yeah.
Which crazy kind of an idea that they're going to be possibly selling that, getting it out of a Chinese-based company. So that may be helping ease some people's concerns with all of that.
Well,
and with the idea that Chinese
from government issues at that point, they also have a really restricted internet presence over there. And TikTok already exists in two forms. We have the global TikTok, and then there's the resident in China version.
It's Douyu.
Yeah, I think that's what it's called. So it'll separate those two properties out, and you won't have to worry about all the firewalls and jumping through hoops and that sort of thing just to get everything out.
So interesting to see how much information will they have. I mean, and then you have to also ask, how much did they already have before all this hit?
Yeah.
Let's just be honest. With everything that's online these days and everything that has been given out there, how much is just discoverable anyway? Also, on the user side of things with TikTok, they updated some things that they are doing with musicians' pages.
Yes.
So that finding music will be a little bit easier for your TikTok, so that you can go to the musicians' page and see what songs are available and choose from there. So little bit easier search for if you're looking for a song than it has been in the past.
Right, and that is another first step toward proper attribution, which they know is an issue.
Well, it always
There's so much stolen audio on TikTok, but it's a step toward just people getting credit.
Yeah, getting credit. And so also, you've got some Twitter news.
Yeah, dude.
I think we're done with TikTok. I think that's basically covered all of our TikTok
Keep moving
stuff.
quickly through here. So if you've been watching, I'm a little bit of a Twitteraholic. I was on there a lot already this morning. Multiple accounts, blah, blah, blah. So one of the things that I started following this morning is the Twitter live stream accounts. And there's some like Twitter Sports and stuff like that to watch out for as well. So if you're not familiar with those, Go just search through Twitter, look for Twitter Live, Twitter Sports, that sort of thing. Twitter TV, I think, was maybe even one of them. And there's a lot of stuff going on, so make sure you check those out. But the big deal that we want to talk about today is Twitter giving users the ability to restrict their content audience. Meaning you can have there's 4 different categories. They've got global, which means if your tweet's global, anybody can reply to it. Yeah, everybody can have fun with it. Everybody can pop in anytime they want, as normal, regular Twitter. The next thing that labeled it as is group, which means only people that you follow or mention would be able to reply. So you can have a conversation with people and cut everybody else out of it. The next one I really like a lot. It's called panel. It's a panel option where you can have a selection of people and have kind of like a live fireside chat thing rolling. And you only allow people in who you invite in at that point. And then the last one is just called statement, where you can say something and cut everybody off from replying to it. And there's some concern with that one, particularly in the political field. They're really concerned that people are going to use the statement feature and say, here's my political viewpoint, blop. Here are my facts about this case, blop. And they'll put it out there. And then because no one can reply, you're silencing critics and you're making yourself sound like you're authoritative when you may be terribly wrong. So there is some concern with that. There were a lot of, when these features started being talked about to be rolled out here early in first quarter 2020, there were people who were like, I don't know if this is actually good or not that you're going to do that. But when they activate all of these, it is going to be a massive shift in the feel and function of Twitter.
I think it's going to be interesting, because there is a lot of added benefit with that.
Right.
But at the same time, it's like, the give and take on it about, okay, it's going to have some downsides, but from the side of communication as a whole, being able to do interviews, being able to do all that cool things that you can do, panel discussions, it's like, oh, that's really, really cool. And I think it could add to discussion in the long term with that. Now,
and curated discussion at that point too,
yeah.
Which is, again, I think it's really interesting. I'm anxious to see what comes from it, but as with anything, it can be misused.
Also, in this week, I'm doing a hard break here, really bad segue.
Do it.
The guidelines that came up with COPPA from YouTube went into effect officially.
Yes.
So we've kind of had this little bit of a beautiful grace period going through.
It's coming.
Where you could say they were like kind of trying to help you. So it is now official. They are in place. Hopefully there'll be a little bit more coming in support for figuring out is it, isn't it, that kind of thing. I mean, they're still trying to figure that out on their end so that as a creator, you're not feeling like, oh no, if I click the wrong one on this one, I'm either going to hurt my revenue because I said it was made for kids and it's not really, and I was safe keeping a larger revenue stream for it, or I didn't click, no, it's made for kids when I didn't think it was, and now the FTC is going to come and find me. And it's like, I can understand the anxiety that a lot of people have on this one because it's a big thing to have to go through and say.
And there's a difference between safe for kids and meant for kids.
Yeah,
and that's really what the
mixed
selection
media
comes down to.
And I'll edit the description in a minute on this because Legal Eagle did a great deep dive into the FTC regulations, and I'll add that one in for people who might have a question. It's not in the description right now, so I'll have to come back and do that.
Well, and if you're not following Roberto Blake on Twitter as well, he's done a lot of conversation about COPPA and stuff like that too, along with other creators.
But this one was straight from a lawyer, so that's why I like that one.
Well, and when we say creators, too, I want people to understand that if you have a business and you're using YouTube,
you're a creator.
You're a creator at that point. So don't think, oh, it's just for professional YouTubers. No, if you're on YouTube, you're a creator. Whether it's video FAQs for your law firm or you're doing weird, gross food challenge videos. It doesn't matter. COPPA applies to you.
So that is it for this week.
Yep.
We jumped back in.
Yay, good job.
Next week will be smoother. It's the joy of being a creator that each one gets a little bit better, and I'm going to learn to trust the system rather than to just wonder, well, it will work. So I would love to know, what platforms are you using right now? What is your go-to? Where are you spending all your time? Are you scrolling on TikTok? Are you sitting on Twitter? Are you a Facebook junkie?
And are you using all those platforms for your business?
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments down below.
And we will see you next week.
Yep. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, ring the bell.
Bye. Did you end the stream?